Hey guys, this is Gene Jensen, and what I've got behind me is my Pro Angler 14 by Hobie. It is a great kayak. It's good for big fat people like me and just about anybody. But what I want to do is I want to go over how I've rigged it and all the little add-ons and attachments that I've put on it, and kind of just basically show it off and show you what it does and some of the features that I like about it. So let's start from the back, work our way to the front, and see how it goes. All right, so what I've got in the back is I've got a Power Pole Micro. It's a shallow water anchor. That pole right there that's on it drops down to about 8 feet, probably more like 7.5. But when you're in shallow water, it'll stop you, keep you, just stuck in current. I love it. And the way it works is I've got a little key fob right here, up and down. So you hit up and it goes up. And then you hit down and it goes down. And it sticks you in the mud. It really does. It'll hold you tight. So I really like it. So moving on up to the back hatch. This is the H crate. Cool thing about the H crate is, first of all, it fits your 3700 Plano boxes really nice with lots of room. It comes apart. You can take it apart with a few screws and it'll pack away real small. And all of the H-rail attachments, like new for the 2015 model, is this H-rail runs the full length all the way down. From at the 2014 model, it only ran to right here. So this H-rail runs all the way down, plenty of room for all of these attachments. And so the H-crate also has the H-rail. And these attachments pop on and off really simple. It goes on. Let's see if I can do it one-handed. And it stays pretty tight. This is the accessories tray, places for screws and all kinds of stuff you can hang it on. Little tray right here. You can take this out and your 3700 boxes fit right down inside of it. So lots of uses for it, and everything stays secure with these little bungee straps right here. Pretty neat. These engineers that design this kayak and every part of it, man, it totally impresses me. But this H crate stays locked down. It's got 4 integrated rod holders. You can see how it holds a spinning rod really nice. It's got a little slot down the side that holds a spinning rod down, or allows room for the handle. And then you have bungee straps that go all the way over and down and lock down into here to secure all your gear. So pretty neat. 2 straps, and they strap down your rod. Going on down right here, let me go around the other side real quick. I hate to do this because it changes everything, but right here you've got it's basically a paddle, just a simple paddle. So when you want to hit reverse really fast and you don't want to flip the pedals around, it really helps to be able to stop the boat pretty quick or spin it around, things like that. Pretty neat. I got a lot of straps and stuff right here that I haven't strapped down. They're the ones that go in the back. Then we move further up and we've got the seat. Now the seat is amazing. I've got a bad back thanks to the Army, and it's got a ton of different adjustments. You got this right here, this part of the handle. It adjusts this part of the seat up and down, and then the other handle across the other side adjusts the back up and down, so you can lean back as far as you want. You can just about lay down in the dang thing. And then in the back of it you have a lumbar adjustment, so you can give yourself some good back support. Great seat, absolutely love it. It locks down all secure with this little strap right here. Always leave the safety strap right there hooked in. A lot of people have lost it out of the back of their truck because they forget to snap that down. But anyway, so real easy to take out. And it's removed. I'm going to leave it right here off to the side. I've got the Hobie Cart, and basically that cart sticks through these 2 scupper holes. All right, so the cool thing about the end of this cart is it's got one little this little rounded end right here comes out, and you run that pin through that hole all the way through. So when you stick it up underneath through the scupper holes, you pull that pin out and it sits right here, and it keeps your cart completely secured up against your kayak. So when you're bringing it out of the back of your truck or anything else, you can stick it underneath there, and it just makes things so much more simple. Just the simple things in this kayak is what makes it awesome. Up underneath the seat, you got these two pads that it's basically, you can put a 3700 Plano box. Put 2 or 3 of them right there, and the straps, the strap will strap them down up underneath the seat. So that's pretty cool. And then what this strap is right here, a lot of people wonder what that is when you're in real shallow water and you want your Mirage Drive system to be flat up against the side of your boat. Basically just reach up with this bungee cord and hook it onto your pedal. I usually hook it onto the metal piece, but it's hard to reach that. You reach up there with one hand and do it. So, and it keeps it flat up against the bottom while you're fishing shallow, standing up or whatever. So that's what that's for. Little attachments or little adjustments. You got a rudder tension adjustment. So if you feel like your steering is a little bit off, it's a little bit too much play in it, you can tighten that down. All right, so there's your steering handle, and basically it's just a little toggle, and what it does is it steers the rudder that's in the back of the kayak. Pretty neat. Another thing that this kayak has is when you find yourself into some nice, nice current, or in a lot of wind in flat water, like you're running a lake or anything else, you pull this cord right here on the left side, and it drops the skeg. Let's see if it dropped it, because I've got it drops this skeg all the way down. Okay, you see that skeg right there? And what that does is it keeps you tracking in wind and current and things like that. Really like it when I'm fishing windy lakes or fishing the river. So, all right, keep on going down. On the H rail, I have the rod holder, multi-rod rod holder. Holds 3 of them. Same thing is it's got elastic straps that hold your rods tight and snug. Enough room for 6 rods. So I love that. I absolutely love it, because your rods are right there at your hand. You don't have to turn around so much to get them out, and it's just room for 6 more rods, and they're pretty much out of the way. Slip pads for standing up, making sure you stand up securely and not fall on your tail. Tackle system right here holds 2 small Plano tackle boxes. This right here holds your soft plastics, keeps it out of the way. And you got your Mirage Drive. Anybody, if you've never seen this, basically they designed the Mirage Drive after how a penguin swims. And right there, it goes right there, and then it paddles back and forth just like this as you're pumping the pedals. And I have literally gotten 6 miles an hour on slick water on that thing. In the current, with the tide going out, I got 7.5 according to my GPS. So pretty flippin' fast. All right, with the electronics, I have a Lowrance Elite 4 Chirp on the electronics. Let's see if it'll turn. It's pretty solid. It's all wired into a battery. Real simple install. Hobie comes with all the little attachments you need. The holes are already pre-drilled. You just basically run the transducer down through this hole, and underneath the kayak is what they call a Lowrance ready, basically little compartment to put your transducer, so it's flush with the bottom of the kayak so it doesn't snag on anything. Real simple. You just drop it in and screw those 3 screws back in, and then run your wiring. It takes kind of long arms to run the wiring. I had a little bit of trouble with that because I got short arms, but it was simple. No holes drilled or anything else. A lot of videos on how to do that. Let's see, before I move up front, am I missing anything? I don't think so. So, front of the kayak, I have this huge compartment, dry storage. I keep my my camera mounts in it, my kayak camera mounts. It comes out. You can also use it as a cooler or a place to cooler to put fish in. It'll hold plenty of water. And then I've got my battery in the back, or in the front, installed a little battery holder, and that powers the electronics, both the anchor and the fish finder. So, and one of the cool things that I found online is my T-bone. This is a bent bed extender basically, and it's made for kayaks. It's made out of aluminum, super lightweight, super strong. I can stand and jump up and down on it. It won't do anything. And It's perfect for, you know, long beds like I've got, all the way up to the short little 5-foot beds, and it just makes it wonderful to be able to load and unload these kayaks. So it's made out of North Carolina. Like I said, I found it online. You can order these little pads. These are super durable pads. I had the little blue pool noodles on there, but they tore up pretty quick. So these pads are excellent things to have. So that's the T-Bone. I can't remember the name of the company, but if you Google it, and you'll be able to find it pretty easy. It's called the T-Bone Bed Extender. Pretty neat. Like I said, it's made out of aluminum, so it's super light, and it comes apart and it'll pack away behind the seat in my truck. And if you notice, I have a single cab, so not a lot of room behind that seat. So that's my Hobie PA14, Pro Angler 14. All right, well, there's my Pro Angler 14. I hope you enjoyed this video. Oh, let's do that. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I sure do enjoy being in this Pro Angler 14. It's a phenomenal kayak. Like I said, it's good for big fat people like me. It's not tippy at all. Literally, I would fall out of it before I tipped it over. Really, really stable. It's on the heavy side. It does take some work to load and unload it, but once you put the cart on it, it'll go anywhere. You can wheel it anywhere. That cart balances it out really nice. So I've had it in freshwater. I've had it in saltwater. I did some inshore fishing this summer. Found out I knew absolutely nothing about inshore fishing, but we had some good, you know, with my kids, we had some good 12 and 13 mile kayak trips, and it really does handle good. So great kayak, really enjoy it. But like I always say, be sure to introduce somebody to fishing. Teach them how to fish, man. There's nothing like helping somebody learn how to fish. And then introduce them to my videos, let me help you teach them how to fish. But most of all, most importantly, get out on the water, go out and catch some fish and have some fun. Take care.